Alright, so what if I told you we just got a new gameplay details for Battlefield 6, from map extensions to a Siege of Shanghai remaster and more. I'm Battlefield Central, and if you want more Battlefield content, be sure to subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. But welcome back to another video. Let's try to reach only 500 likes this time. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for reaching these goals. They're very specific. And this time we're actually gonna be looking at some gameplay details that are from a very trusted source. Last time, I actually know a lot of people have been talking to me about the surveys, which I will get onto on my next video. This time we're gonna be talking something more important, and that is a few bits of information about Battlefield 6, and we're finally hearing more news. So let's just get started. So how exactly did this happen? The Colibri announced that he will be posting some facts about Battlefield 6. Now, he is in some way, shape, or form connected with DICE. Maybe he's just a friend. Maybe he's not, he gets featured a lot on the Battlefield Twitter page. All the things you know to know about Battlefield 2021 right now. Battlefield 2021 is the biggest project DICE has ever worked on. And that is definitely true. They have confirmed 3 studios working on it, and with 4 years of development, I am sure Battlefield will be one of the biggest games so far. This is really exciting news, to be honest. It's gonna be, just a huge game, bigger than Warzone, bigger than any game in 2021 so far. And also, 3 studios are working on Battlefield 2021, DICE working on the main game, DICE LA working on the DLCs, which we already kinda got hinted at, and Criterion working on game modes that's part of Battlefield 2021. And Criterion working for a Battlefield Battle Royale previously. We got some leaks about Battlefield Battle Royale. I am pretty sure and honestly very excited for a Battle Royale mode. I know a lot of people don't like it, I know some are really excited for it, but imagine playing Battle Royale for free for the first time, an official Battlefield Battle Royale game or anything like that is pretty exciting. And of course, we will get DLCs after the game. Maybe you will have a premium pass next to it. I think that's pretty good. It won't be like, when you have to pay for DLCs, the developers are much more inclined to make a better DLC because they get more money out of it. And, much more support as well. So buying the DLCs is a pretty good idea. Now, DICE working on the main game. I am just super honestly stoked on how they improved the main game and what they added into it. I feel like this is gonna be a really upgraded version because a good Battlefield game really takes a long time to be made. And I would be really excited because we're going into gameplay details. Just as a remake of Siege of Shanghai, which I'm really excited. Considering Siege of Shanghai was one of the most popular games, this is so much massive news going on. But Battlefield 2021 took 4 to 5 years of development. DICE started developing Battlefield 2021 in 2017, and it was supposed to launch in 2018, but EA DICE put it off and started developing Battlefield 5, which it was full of bugs and glitches and maybe a bit of a kind of weirder mechanic that some people didn't like because it didn't take enough time of development. And that is something we have heard from before as a rumor, and now it's simply confirmed. Battlefield took 4 to 5 years of development. This is more than any previous game, and it's actually crazy. In 2017 to 2021, that's a long time to be developing a game. Usually games take about 2 years or maybe 3 years at max to be developed, but 4 to 5 years is a lot of added content that will make it into the game. We can see anything from an added extra Battle Royale to more time to actually redefine the graphics, especially that, to more time to redefine the destruction, to more time to redefine the attachments. I am pretty sure they have already teased all of that in some sort of way, saying that the Battlefield will be kinda a love letter to the fans, or in my eyes, an upgraded version of the previous Battlefield games. And I'm pretty excited, to be honest. We never got such a big Battlefield game upcoming pretty much soon. And one thing I have noticed that I'm pretty proud of my comments is not a lot of people anymore comment about the Battlefield 5 or the Battlefield 5 fiasco or whatever, that they don't trust the Battlefield franchise anymore. Simply put, because we're getting so much good information that it proves that Battlefield 6 is gonna be pretty good. And now we finally know why Battlefield 5 was so, I guess, kind of rushed really, but really not for everyone. Coming up to number 4 is more exciting stuff, so listen to this very carefully. Teaser and reveal trailer and launch date. We're gonna see teaser and reveal trailer from 5th 11th, so this is the 11th of May, to kind of around June, probably maybe even both. I'm guessing around June we should be seeing a trailer, and launch day. Now, launch day wasn't a Morse code, and it's supposed to be on 25th of October, which is a very possible scenario considering the game progress is going really well. Like, really, maybe they can change it up because, you know, development takes time, but 25th of October is pretty much early. Like, this is only 6 to 7 months away. A lot of people are not excited about the news and want the Battlefield game now. However, 25th of October coming this year is a pretty good release date. Some games don't get released at all or take multiple years to get developed. Now, number 5, going to gameplay details, listen here very carefully. Destruction was never seen before in any other game, which is something that actually blows my mind. Yes, we heard the destruction is actually advanced and it has a lot of extra features that we're not aware of, but some leaks actually surfaced from Tom Henderson that were saying the destruction is kind of like you can destroy multiple buildings except the objectives, and this is something Bad Company 2 had. Everyone was excited for what Bad Company 2 did. I mean, who doesn't love that game? And I'm pretty excited for that too, to be honest. I am really happy if we see some kind of destruction like in Siege of Shanghai, but with more buildings. That would be simply awesome. Or maybe with every single piece of, you know, building that could be destroyed and then the building ends up collapsing. Really exciting stuff. And another small little detail we got is, last but not least, for the, you know, 3 out of 4 segment, it will not be called Battlefield 6. And I feel like we all expected that. Battlefield 6 is just a code name. I don't think it really matters unless, you know, the name tells us something. So for example, Battlefield 2021 Modern Combat, that tells us a lot about that the game is modern, and it seems like it is actually gonna be modern so far. I am pretty excited to see what they have in store. Battlefield 6 is always probably going to be a codename. We saw that in Battlefield 5 and so on. This is really good. We heard more about destruction, we heard more about development, but now comes the important fact. And if you've been watching to this point, congratulations, because we're coming to a very important factor. And the awesome people at EA DICE, they can't wait to show us what they have done in the past few years. I really want to talk about the single player campaign and multiplayer and destruction, but I don't want to spoil the game. So it seems like we're actually getting a single player and more advanced destruction, and single player hasn't really been noticed by EA at all. It hasn't been really said about anything, and it's really exciting. But then we get another important factor going back to the single player later on. Here is something that is really interesting. You will never believe what you're gonna see and play something you have never seen before. We're gonna get so many remastered and remake maps, and I say the first one is Siege of Shanghai. This actually blows my mind. This is so good. You know, I don't want a campaign spoiled, but I want to know the multiplayer. I am extremely curious to know it. What is the pacing, the map count on the launch? I feel like this is so good. Like, remastered maps is something we wanted to see for a long time. Who doesn't love a few old classics to get along with it in the way? And this is really good. We didn't get something for like a week or so, and now we're getting a lot of information. If you want more on Battlefield Central, be sure to subscribe for more Battlefield content and comment what you want to see in Battlefield in the comments below, please. And yeah, hopefully I satisfied your needs for gameplay details and teasers.